livearena. Hey, Cruisin' with another Raid Shadow Legends video here, and tonight, guys, we have a company here. My clan friend, Winchi, and he's here to tell us about a new strategy that he's using on the arena, and he's doing really well with it. Let's see, new strategy is always good. Hello, Winchi.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to see you guys, and I'm very pleased to be here.
Nice. So, we're facing a lot of speed champions in this meta in the arena, and Winchi here found a way of using a champion that's not so popular right now, and he made it a useful way to use this champion, and he's having really good results with it, and we're gonna share them with you.
Yeah, so the champion I'm using is actually from Sylvian Watchers, and it's an old Void champion called Ailil. And I'm using him with a Nekhret, so not many people is using this champion because it's not as powerful as Georgette. So when this champion just came out, his unique mechanics is kind of like attracts me because he is one of the first champion who has ignored Stone Skin, right?
Yeah.
And after he was introduced, then the Georgette came out, so everyone's attention was attracted by Georgette. But like I was using Ailil because he's a unique passive. Do you want to explain furthermore for them, or?
Yeah, let me tell the people what we're talking about. Right now, we are facing a lot of very fast players, using a lot of very fast champions in the arena, and most of us cannot compete with that amount of speed. So Ailil's passive of getting the turn meter 10% higher for each buff he gets, it's a way of putting you faster than the fastest guys out there by buffing yourself a lot in the beginning of the fight. So putting Ailil with some blessings, some sets, and the help of Nekhret or any champion that could do similar things, there are not many, Nekhret's probably the best one for that, can make him have enough buffs in the beginning of the fight so he can cut in front of the speed leaders or the fastest champions of your enemy, and makes it possible to win the battle of speed without being that fast. So
Yes,
this strategy, it's like wonderful to see, because going faster than the fastest guys out there without being fast is like beautiful.
Yes, for me, because I'm not like a really old player, because I only joined this game around almost 3 years ago. And I was building my account from the beginning because I didn't buy any account or anything. I just built it from the beginning. So my speed set wasn't really great. So my highest speed now is only on Shujin is only 447. So it's not really good against all the good players. I'm currently almost 10k in livearena. So I'm always facing these like really good players, and they have like really good gears, and they have like +4 arbais, +4 Lazarus.
Yeah.
That's why I came up with this idea, so I can get speed ahead of them, and also Ailil can do enough damage to kill their speed leader, because he is not like a huge nuker. That's why not like many people is using him, but his damage is definitely enough to kill some like fragile speed leaders.
Okay, so you're using him with Nekhret.
Yes.
Almost mandatory for that to work. How did you beat your Nekhret also?
I built my Nekhret wasn't built like specifically built. I only gave him a bolster set and stone skin. That's it. I don't think the build of Nekhret matter. You only need him to give the buff for Ailil.
Yeah, the doubt is really there are
Yeah.
two options here that are really viable. If you build your Nekhret with bolster set and any other set, you're gonna give one extra buff to the Ailil. It's going to be 4 buffs. But if you build him with 9 pieces of protection, either you're gonna have the protected buffs, but you're also gonna have at least 15% more damage in the beginning. So that's the choice. If you build him in 9 protections, you're gonna have more damage in the protected buffs, but one less buff to give you turn meter. And if you build him with bolster, he's gonna be more buffs, your Ailil will be faster, but you're gonna have less damage with that. So
Yeah.
that's why I asked you where did you put your gear into the Nekhret, if it was bolster or if it was protection, because that makes some difference on the turn meter and the
Yeah.
damage.
I was thinking how to improve my Ailil's damage because his multiplier isn't high. So yeah, 9 protection is definitely a better choice if you can make sure you have the speed lead. So I think you just need to find the balance between Ailil's speed and the set.
Yeah. So you're having your Ailil in Stone Skin and Lethal with 258 speed. Pretty decent,
Yes.
pretty decent. Insane amount of attack and critical damage, which is a plus 4/6 star. It's crazy good. And with that and the blessing that we're seeing, the lightning cage, there's
It
gonna
gives
give
an extra buff.
yeah, the buff of the lightning cage, the buff of the stone skin, and the 3 buffs of the Nekhret, plus the bolster set on the Nekhret is going to give him 6 buffs. 6 buff is 60% more turn meter
Per
in the
meter.
beginning of the fight. So 258 speed is enough to beat almost everyone out there.
Yeah, I agree. So I have tried in classic arena in platinum. I can even beat their speed leader without having a speed aura. So I'm just using I only use Ailil and Nekhret to test like how fast I can go.
Okay.
So yeah, I still get speed ahead of them.
Okay. So that's interesting. That's interesting. When I was thinking about building my Ailil, I thought, okay, I'm going for 300 speed so I can cycle faster and maybe get another turns in the front of them. But if 250 is enough, maybe we can get even higher damage build on the Ailil to make him strike even better. So
Yeah, I agree.
let's see how we do it.
Let's just pick an Ailil and Nekhret. So he has an Opter. Of course, he's not like really fast, but we can have an idea. So as you guys can see, as the game starts, we got all the buffs from Nekhret and his own buffs. So we have a speed leader, which is like Hegemon. But the thing he is better than Hegemon is he has you can choose like single target as well. Also, his A3 is like AoE damage, but you can also choose a single target. And also his A2 ignores Stone Skin. And the better thing is when he kills someone, you can get another Stone Skin. So you won't get killed if like even if you get a speed ahead, and once they go back to you and they can't kill you. So yeah, we killed their arbiter with I think 140k damage.
Yeah.
And we got a stone skin, another stone skin, which is really good. Then we can attack with Nekhret.
Yeah, and you already buff you get a little bit of speed when you do that. Ailil's A1 is also really strong.
Yeah, his A1 is really strong. He can steal any buff without having any accuracy. Yeah. So you can use it with Nekhret, like once you kill someone, you can use Nekhret to take him to attack someone else and steal their buff. Either steal their buff or kill some, like...
Okay, so your Nekhret is also really fast.
I don't think it's really fast. It's like... Let me check. It's just 300 speed, almost 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is enough to make him go after the...
Yes. Yeah. If you kill their speed leader, you might get another turn from Nekhret, which is really good.
Yeah. That's interesting. We can use this strategy to beat players that are a lot faster than us without enough speed to do it, and somehow safe. So can you test it a little bit more on classicarena?
Yeah, sure. Also, just one thing I want to mention when you guys are building him is Nekhret is gonna protect the one with the lowest HP, right? But Ailil's passive will transfer his not transfer, but like if you have 1000 attack, you will have more 2000 more HP. So when you're building him, just make sure
You calculate
he's not
that.
Because I used him at first, and my Shujin was actually like has lower HP than him, so I built my Shujin like a bit tankier. So Ailil will always get the buff.
If you don't need to be that crazy fast, and you have enough damage to kill them, the 9 protections 50% or more amount of damage, it's like incredible. If they touch your Ailil by any way, for example, if they have a hegemon, you gonna get another buff to you, that is the shield, and it's going to be even more damage. So I think the 9 protections Nekhret is a viable way to give this Ailil more power, since his A2 multiplier is not crazy high, neither the A3 multiplier is crazy high, but they have really good effect. So I think it's another a possibility, but you're gonna need to give him a little bit more speed for that to happen.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. True. That's interesting, because when I was building Ailil, I got similar stats as you, and I was with 320 speed the first time. So knowing that, I'm gonna drop a lot of speed and probably get more damage stats.
Yeah, especially when you have like a speed aura leader, you don't need that much. Because I wasn't using any speed aura leader, so yeah, you don't need that high speed. You can do more. You can put more damage gear.
Yeah, and on your Nekhret, you're not using the temporal changes neither. Also,
sorry.
You're not using temporal change on your Nekhret also, in case they buff in the beginning of the game or something like that.
Oh, okay.
To even more chance of cutting and things like that, it's also a viable option. Polymorph is really good. It's really good. But if you're using strategies like that, maybe temporal change is another thing that might give you an advantage when you're facing this kind of speed teams. If they are, for example, doing a lot of buffs on themselves, you might proc the temporal change in the beginning, and the speed champions will have even less, because probably they are not in Stone Skin. So I think that's a really interesting strategy. I'm going to right now build my Ailil and the Nekhret in this way and try them.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. There's not many polymorphs now.
Yeah.
Because I think people are using like lightning cage and other like blessings more. So Ailil's A3 is more safe to use, I would say. Because his A3 always got me a polymorph back then, so I was kind of like putting him in my vault for like a really long time.
Yeah.
And I was going to pull Amber for my Chimera team, but like I got him. So I got him the last one, so I got +4. So I was thinking like, why not build him again? And everyone is using like huge speed leaders now. So yeah, I actually got like really good result. And from after getting your advice, I would try to give Nekhret 9 protection and maybe give him more damage gears, and also the relics system will buff him like even more in the future if I got like some really good relics.
Yeah. Out of that, I think 300 is the safest speed for you to win every battle. It doesn't matter if you have speed lead or who you're facing. I think with 300 speed, you're gonna beat almost everyone in speed.
Yeah.
Even without aura, even if you're facing the fastest guys out there. But I need to test it, and it's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so another final advice I would say for people who gonna use this combo is if you're using him in live arena, don't pick him like first. So like when your enemy pick like at least two speed leaders, for example, Arbais or like Arbiter or like Shujin or something. So you can pick them the final. Also, because after you made this video, like there's gonna be a lot of people like who know the strategy. So I would suggest people using this combo also pick like a really quick speed leader. For example, if you have like a really fast Shujin, you can pick a Shujin and Marius, or Shujin Commodus or something. So they gonna think who they gonna ban, because if they ban your Shujin, your Ailil is gonna kill their speed leader. But if they ban your Ailil or Nekhret, your Shujin and the other nuker is gonna destroy their team.
Yeah.
So I think this would be a good idea. Even if people already know this strategy, you can still like
managed to
like,
win. Yeah, I think
yeah,
that this is not a first pick.
choice.
This is not a first pick strategy. This is a last pick strategy, of a last 2 pick strategy that might save you from losing speed battles out there and make you a safer way to face speed battles because they never know what's coming in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Also, I think this would be really useful in siege attacks.
yeah, you
Because
get, you
a lot
you
of
just
people
gave
was
people more
doing.
options.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people, because we are facing MAD last siege, and I see a lot of them put like really quick speed leaders, and like we were discussing like how fast they are, but like with this strategy you will get like, you don't need to think about like how fast they are because you will always get speed ahead. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So we just need to be strong enough to kill someone with the
Yeah.
Ailil. That's the
Yeah.
hardest thing to do, to be fair. Since
Yeah,
speed is not a
I agree.
problem, to kill someone, it's a potential thing.
Yes.
About the gear, 9 pieces of Merciless on him would be amazing. Would be
Yeah, I
extremely
agree.
amazing. But very hard to put right now with the possibilities. Like a lot of speed to a gear that we don't have so many pieces right now. So
Yeah,
if someone,
merciless is
yeah, if
hard to
someone
get.
have the opportunity, they can try. They even might not need the 9 pieces of protection if they have 9 pieces of merciless because of the extra ignore defense.
Yeah,
So
I
that
agree.
that might be interesting to see. And for example, if you have Shuzan and you do
Yeah.
it, your Shuzan probably is going to play after him, and he's going to have another turn,
Yeah, you have another turn. Yeah, that's right.
and with attack up this time.
Yeah. If he has increased attack, his damage is okay. But like without increased attack, like you need really good gears to have damage.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about it also. I think I totally agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree. And if
Yeah.
since you're protected by Nekhret, if you don't have Stone Skin, you can even use Pinpoint or Pharaoh on it. Or Pharaoh doesn't matter that
Yeah.
much because of the Nekhret, but you can use
Yeah.
Pinpoint and maybe try to A3 if it's needed without the being so much afraid of doing it because of the intercept buff in yourself.
Yeah, I was thinking if I gonna remove the stone skin, but like I was scared like someone's gonna ban my Necret, and then Ailil has no stone skin and he
Yeah,
gonna get killed like easily.
it's safer
Yeah,
to
but if
build
you are
him Stone
doing
Skin even for the turn meter manipulation since the same temporal change that we might use on the Necret, people might use in their champions, and you're gonna get affected by it if you don't have Stone Skin. So it's safer to have Stone Skin.
yeah, safer to have stone skin. But if you're using him in like classic arena, just classic arena or like siege attacks, you can build him like other way because they are not going to ban your champion, so you can build them
Yeah,
like without stone skin.
safer.
Yeah.
You can put
Yeah.
safer strategies.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, brother, to present us this strategy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just build my Ailil and my Necret to test them against the fastest players out there and see which kind of results I get. It's gonna be
Yeah.
funny to do. And I think we opened with that a whole new level of possibilities to people that are not that fast.
I agree. Yeah.
Let's see, they're bringing their Ailils out of the vault.
Yeah. This is my because he is one of my favorite champion because he's like really good looking. It's a shame
Yes.
like he hasn't got like good multipliers, but like I'm really glad that I found out this combo, so maybe some other players will try to use him.
Yeah, you're giving him the chance of surviving the criticisms out there.
Yeah.
So, let's go, build it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, since Young Chi told me the strategy about Ailil, we're going to try it. Let's take a look at Ailil first. This is Ailil, he's an attack champ legendary from the Sylvan Watchers faction. This is his kit. A1. Attack one enemy, steals all buffs from the target. The first time this champion hits them with this skill, this effect cannot be resisted. Each subsequent time This attack hits an enemy, no buffs will be stolen. Instead, the damage will be increased by 10% for each buff on the target. Really interesting A1, and it hits fairly good, A2, attack one enemy will ignore strength, stone skin, increased defense and ally protection buff. If this skill kills an enemy, fully heals this champion and places stone skin buff on them. Insane description of ability. The only bad thing and the only reason this champion is not a meta is because this skill does not hit really hard. Her multiplier is bad, a bad multiplier. So that's the only reason that champion is not a meta champion, because he's a void legendary with ignore stone skin and a lot of very useful effects on his kit. But because of the multiplier of this A2 is not a big multiplier, this champion was not a meta before. The A3, Chill Wind of Autumn. Attack all enemies. Before attacking, remove increased defense buffs on each target and replaces them with decreased defense. Also removes the strength and on each target and replaces them with weakened debuffs for 2 turns. Places a block buffs debuff on 1 turn on enemies not under increased defense or strength buffs before attacking. The buff removal and the buff placement cannot be resisted. So all this kit doesn't need accuracy at all. Incredible for a champion, but again, this skill does not have crazy multiplier. It's normal. This one is weak and this one is good. So that's why he's not a meta champion before this strategy. And his passive. Increase this champion HP by 2k and defense by 100 for every 1k attack they have. Fuse this champion turn meter by 10% whenever they receive a buff. All the strategy that we are discussing, it's only possible because of this champion's passive right here, the second port, that fills this champion turn meter by 10% whenever they receive a buff. He has a increase ally critical hit in all battles by 25%, and we are using lightning cage on it. Why lightning cage? To protect the buffs that he got, and because the lightning cage self buffs on the beginning of the battle if the enemy has any buff or anything on them. So it's one more buff for you to get 10% more turn meter in the start of the battle. That's really important, really important. Besides lightning cage, Ward of the Fallen could also do that, but lightning cage is more useful for this champion, so we are going to use lightning cage. The masteries I use on it: normal nuker 3 all the way to the Helm Smasher, and I used a defense 3 here. I didn't use the support 3. We could use lasting gifts to try to extend the stone skin his self buffs when he kills someone with the A2, but we don't want this extra HP here because of the passive effect that he gets HP when he got attack. It's hard to HP tune the team a little bit, and HP tuning is very important when you're using Nekhret, because Nekhret's passive is going to buff the champion with the lowest HP in the beginning of the battle. So it's important to Ailil be always the champion with the lowest amount of HP on your team. And the gear we are using on it, we are using Stone Skin and Savage. Let me show you how to build it on the Hell Hades Artifact Extractor. Okay, we are in the Hell Hades Artifact Extractor here, and that's how you're gonna build it. Your champion, let's type here Ailil. We're gonna get it. We're gonna optimize damage mode on presets, doesn't matter. On configure, I'm gonna drag this back to the minimum. I'm gonna put the masteries that we already told are red here. If you want to choose any gear of your account for him, you can click include artifacts on locked champions. If you don't want to include artifacts on locked champions, because there are champions that you don't want to take gear from, you do not put nothing on this checkbox here. Let it blank. On battle, I'm gonna set up 6k defense and 108k target HP. On the stats, we're going to set up here 300 speed, but 300 because we are facing always the fastest guys on the planet. If you don't face the fastest guys, you can drop these to something like 260, 270 speed. We are going for 300. Slots. On the top pieces, we are going to set up attack as the Ascension. On the gloves, we are going to set up attack or critical damage as Ascension. And we're going to choose only critical damage as main stats. On the chest, only attack as Ascension and only attack percentage as main chest. On the boots, attack percentage or speed as Ascension and attack percentage or speed as main stats. On the bottom pieces, we want ring, attack as Ascension from the ring and only attack as main stats. On the amulet, critical damage as Ascension and only critical damage as the main stats. On the banner, attack as Ascension and only attack as the main stats. On sets, we want him on Savage and Stone Skin. It can be also Lethal and Stone Skin, and can be also Lethal or Savage and Pinpoint. All of these works. I'm gonna set up this way. On glyphs, what matters for him? It's attack flat, attack percentage, and speed. You can set up whatever you want as you have the possibilities to use. And we're gonna optimize. Okay, we're gonna use this first build. Equip in-game. Okay, we equipped it in-game. This is the final status that we got. 8.9k attack, it's a lot of attack because his base attack is really high. 3.0302 speed. Not incredible, but very high. Critical hit 100%. Critical damage 364. The other thing that we need to look at here is his HP. Because the other champion that we're gonna pick with him cannot have lower HP. And we also need to consider the amount of HP that he's going to get from the passive. So let's try him on the arena. Okay, this is a team I'm gonna try. Let me put a speed aura. We have a speed champion and the Nekhret and the Ailil. The Nekhret that I'm using, it's built with 9 pieces of protection, just to grant him extra buffs. And we're gonna see one thing. Look at the speed of a Shuzen. 460 speed, which is a really decent speed. Let's see who is going to play first on our team. Ailil is the fastest champion on our team. So we started. Let's kill the fastest champion there. We got the turn after. We'll kill the others. Easy peasy, countering the fastest champions over there. Okay. Usually Sif is a very fast champion, so I doubt we're gonna kill her, but let's try. Woo! We killed the fast champion. Let's give him a turn now. And it's over. Okay, we played first. So instead of doing damage, let's try an AoE here. Only one champion can polymorph us. We killed the Odin. And we block the buffs on it. So either we can try to kill him, and we got stone skin on ourselves. I will just do that. Look at the E1 of the champion. It's not a bad E1 also. Okay, another very fast team here. Let's gonna try it. Okay, we played first. Let's take away the speed booster there. Since they don't have the speed booster anymore, even if you weren't that fast, we could have our play here. A1. Another very fast team here. Let's try it. Okay, Arbiter is the fastest champion here. Let's go for her. Exit turn. Let me do the A3 here. With the block buffs, Delioris couldn't land his passive. Another extremely fast team here. 6-star Sifi, Odin Aura, the fastest Aura in the game. 2 speed boosters on his team. And we are faster. Let's try an AoE here. Look how fast it's here. Let's do it. We are winning the speed race. Oh, let's do the A1 on him. We are winning the speed race, and look, he capped the huge amount of buffs. Ailil, and now let's try him on the best place on the live arena. Okay, Ailil started, but we are faster than her. We can see through the turn meter, so let's just block the damages here. And we are red check at the speed. We can just destroy them. Ailil. Let's take him. He took our fastest champion. One of our fastest champion. Okay. Okay. I don't know who's fast here, but let me try to kill the bomb champion. Wait, my 500 speed Ailil. Because my Ailil is faster than my Shuzan. As I said, my Ailil is faster than my Shuzan. He's not? It's just a mechanic. So let me steal her buffs. And let's do it like this. Boom. Ailil for the win. Hello, Boromar. Merry Christmas. Okay. This hedge is going to destroy us. Let's go, CJ. Okay. Hedgie is going to play before us. He destroyed half of our champions. We are going like these on him. Hello, the heat. Let me go on her. Here come the bombs. So let me kill you. Now is a 1 versus 1. Let me do this. Oh, that's gonna hurt. He might win because of the turn meat here. Ailil!
Emotional damage.
Ailil, my friends. Oh, he took our speed aura. Hello, Alfie. This one is in protection. Mikagi, Relentless e Stone Skin. Okay, we do not have speed boosters. But he does not have it too. Nine pieces on Nekhret. And now, it's your time. Boom! Boom! We don't have speed boosters, but Ailil is there.
Thank you for listening. Love you all.
He took away Shizan. We don't have speed boosters. Alas is amazing, brother. Alas is the best defense nuker. in the game. Let's go, Larry. Okay, we don't have speed boosters, so let's try this way. And this way. Since we don't have speed boosters, who needs speed boosters? Who needs speed boosting when you have Ailil? Who needs speed boosting when you have Ailil? What the? Ailil, my friends! Ailil! So guys, that was it, the showcase of Ailil, the strategy that Winchi told us, and I think it's a really interesting strategy. To win speed races without being the fastest guys out there, it's something amazing. It's not easy to do because Ailil is not a, is a void legendary first, and is not a champion with very high damage, so you're gonna have to invest a lot of very good gear on him to be able to do it. But it's a viable way of winning speed battles without having the fastest champion, and a viable way to counter that if that's a huge problem for you and you have Ailil and Nekhret. Watch out the HP level of your champions because your HP tuning needs to be perfect. Ailil needs to be the champion with the lowest amount of HP on your team, and he gets extra HP with his passive, so you're gonna have to take that into account. About the Nekhret build, you can choose either put him on 9 pieces of protection for extra damage, or bolster and stone skin to give him extra buffs. It's your choice, the best build you want to do about the difficulties you have on your account. Again, about Ailil, you need to put him on the right blessing for the extra buff, lightning cage or ward of the fallen, lightning cage being the best one for him at this build. The set buff is also really important, and stone skin gives you a little bit of safety about your turn manipulation itself, and if something goes wrong, people ban the Nekhret or something like this, you have a second way of dealing with the champion with stone skin. So I recommend you to use lethal or savage and stone skin. And that was it. That is Ailil showcase with Winchi strategy, and thank you for watching it. If you like this kind of content, do not forget to hit the like button like this. And remember, it's all about arena.